Welcome to the Interstellar Travel Space Capsule.
Our journey will cross silent galaxies, fold through time, and arrive where distance no longer matters. Please remain comfortably seated as we are about to travel back to the year 2025.
The footage you are about to see is entirely real, with no AI-generated effects. Some scenes may be shown in time-lapse or slow motion. For a long time, people thought high-end manufacturing belonged to Europe, and core industrial power came from the West. But over the last few years, something big has changed. More and more companies, ones that have been rooted in Europe for decades or even centuries, are moving their R&D, supply chains, and sometimes their entire production systems into one single country. This isn't just shifting low-end work. They're betting their most critical tech there too. It's like a full industrial reorganization to fit the new era, and that country is China. The clearest landing point of this shift is robots. Today, the rules of manufacturing are being completely rewritten by tech cycles. In the old industrial era, a technology could stay stable for 5 to 7 years. Companies had plenty of time to test, develop, mass produce, then slowly upgrade. But in the AI-driven new era, tech iteration cycles have shrunk to 1 to 2 years. If you can't quickly research, validate, and scale, your tech can be obsolete before it even hits the market. The core of competition has flipped. It's no longer who has the best tech, but who can turn tech into reality the fastest. Industry isn't just about making products anymore. It's about running non-stop tech validation loops. When the pace gets this fast, what companies really need isn't just a lab or a single factory. They need a complete industrial system that lets tech land quickly, iterate fast, and scale even faster. A high-density industrial ecosystem that compresses years of work into months. A lot of people think manufacturing comes to China because it's cheap, but the real magnet is efficiency. In China, a high-end project can finish almost everything inside a very short radius. Source parts, do precision machining, collaborate on R&D, hit mass production, and run real market tests. This kind of supply chain density is extremely rare anywhere else. According to the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, developing countries now account for about 58% of global manufacturing value added, with China alone holding roughly 30%, and it's been the world's #1 for 14 straight years. The center of global manufacturing is shifting toward the most efficient systems, and robots are the industry that depends on this kind of system the most. Robots are breaking out first because they need 3 things stacked together: powerful AI algorithms, precision mechatronics manufacturing, and ultra-large-scale real-world application scenes. Miss any one of those, and true industrialization doesn't happen. Some countries have great algorithms but weak manufacturing. Others have strong factories but no massive usage environment. Robots need all 3 at once. The truth is, robot tech has existed for decades, but it mostly stayed in labs or small pilots. Why? Because robots only really learn and evolve in the real world. They need to run every day, collect tons of data, tweak algorithms, improve hardware. Robots aren't just invented, they're used into maturity. History shows again and again, technology only gets good once it's living in reality. Starting in 2025, the Chinese government opened more than 100 real application scenarios to speed up commercialization. While other countries are still figuring out what robots even are, China's society, companies, and cities have already agreed: buy local robots in volume and use them to raise efficiency. You see it everywhere in big Chinese cities. Inspection and guidance robots in transport hubs, delivery robots handling room service in hotels, retail and coffee-making robots in office buildings, last-mile logistics, robots in communities, collaborative robots doing repetitive assembly in factories. Robots aren't on display anymore, they're hired. You can touch them, use them, see them working all over the place. Even better-off families are buying personal ones. Floor cleaners, pet companions, elder care bots, lawn mowers, education robots. Industry numbers show, in 2025, global humanoid robot shipments were around 18,000 units, with Chinese supply chains accounting for the vast majority, often reported near 90%. Forecasts say 2026 will roughly double that. This is the smartphone-style tipping point, robots going from tech gadget to basic infrastructure. Many people think tech revolutions come from one breakthrough invention. But what really changes the world is whether you can build 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000 units. China's manufacturing edge is having the world's most complete mechatronics chain, super mature electronics production, and lightning-fast engineering rollout. Everything a robot needs, motors, sensors, batteries, structures, control systems, can be integrated inside the same ecosystem. Result is shorter R&D cycles, fast-falling costs, much quicker product updates. This playbook looks exactly like how electric vehicles scaled. First use volume to build the industry, then let real usage push tech forward. Once scale is proven, the impact spreads far beyond cities. In agriculture, autonomous machines, plus drone data analyze temperature, rain, soil, crops in real time to guide precise irrigation and planting. In healthcare, exoskeletons speed up rehab and recovery. In services, robots take over high-frequency, repetitive, heavy work, freeing people for higher-value jobs. Robots are turning into a general-purpose foundation, like electricity or the internet, permeating every industry. The old industrial model was linear: R&D, production, sales. The new intelligent model is a loop. Real-world usage generates massive data. Data trains algorithms. Algorithms improve the machines. Machines go back into reality. Whoever has the biggest real world gets the fastest tech evolution. Robots are the most visible carrier of this loop. In today's deeply interconnected global supply chains, the country with the most complete, efficient, and open industrial ecosystem will hold the high ground in future competition. Manufacturing never stays in one place forever. It always flows toward the most efficient system, the fastest innovation environment, and the society most willing to put tech into real life. What we're seeing in China today isn't just a new industry taking off. It's humanity stepping into an era where machines deeply participate in the real world. And this is only the beginning.